Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome to week number 62 of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Now hopefully you guys will enjoy the mods that I've picked off for this week. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have more of an immersion mod called Animated Clutter. Now this makes a few very small changes into the game, but they add a little bit more to the immersion aspect of the game. Now, whenever you open up, a knapsack or, a apothecary satchel, they don't necessarily open up. It's just like you look into the inventory immediately. That actually changes that with a whole bunch of other lists. I actually have the full list of everything that it changes right here. I'll show you guys right now. I'll bring it up on the screen. This is everything that it animates and everything that it changes and everything that it adds animations to in the game, such as, like I said, the apothecary satchel. There's the egg sacs and the spider caves and stuff like that. And then there's like different types of barrels. It adds a whole bunch of new sound effects as well for whenever you're opening and closing stuff, whenever you're searching things, and whenever you're looting different items. It'll add different sounds into that as well, just to give more of an immersion aspect into the game, which I think is really cool. I don't really cover a lot of immersion mods in these top 5s. I normally just cover mods that add stuff into the game and like create whole new worlds, but this is a really small change, but it can make a big difference in your playthrough, and it can make you feel more immersed in your playthrough and really make you get into your character build and actually really play the game to its full potential. So that's why I really like immersion mods, and that's why it comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have Skyrim Outfitters, Backpacks for Adventuring. Now the mod page reads, "Do you love to adventure? Are you tired of not being able to carry all your gear? Look no further. Skyrim Outfitters has you covered." This mod incorporates backpacks from the tanning rack that you can create, and there's a whole bunch of different backpacks as well. You start by crafting the bag on the tanning rack, and the tanning rack will actually give you the 25 points of extra carrying capacity. If you require more space, you can upgrade the basic packs into being able to carry more, up to 100 points. There's a 75 weight version, and then there's a 100 weight version that'll boost your carry weight so you'll be able to carry more in your travels. They actually don't take up an armor slot either, so you can wear them with pretty much any type of armor that you have, and it'll look good on your character. I think a feature like this should have definitely been in the game from the get-go, because it's just such a useful thing to be able to have more carry weight in your travels. And what sense does it make to not have a backpack wherever you're going if you're going to be picking up a ton of weapons and a ton of, different goods and loot in your travels? Why not carry a backpack? So that's what this mod does. It just adds backpacks into the game that are craftable and upgradable, and that's why it comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have Tyrael Armor and El'Druin Sword. Now what this mod does is it adds 2 different types of armor sets and weapons into the game. There's the Justice type, and then there's the Corruption type. With the Justice type, it's more of a white armor. It's more of like if I want to revert back to like how a Fallout game would, a karma system. The Corruption armor is the evil karma, and the Justice is the good karma. So if you're a good person in your entire playthrough and you actually do good deeds, then I would wear the Justice one, because it shows that you're a good person and it shows that you're willing to do good deeds. But if you're a bad person and you kill a lot of people and you're in the Dark Brotherhood and you do a ton of bad stuff, then you should wear the Corruption one, because you'll look really badass and you'll be able to intimidate all your enemies. Because just look at this armor, and you can even have wings as well. I'll show you that in a second. Those are really cool. The armor is just nice and red, and it's really dark, and it just gives off that vibe that you're an evil person. And here's the wings. Oh my god, these wings look amazing. I've never seen anything like it. I think they look really awesome, and they definitely add to make your character look as intimidating as possible. Now moving on to the Justice. The Justice looks really cool as well. It looks just as good. It's pretty much the exact same armor, just discolored, and it fits very well. If I had a good karma playthrough where I just wanted to do everything good and not actually kill anybody or not do anything wrong, then I would wear this type of armor. But if I was mean and I killed a bunch of people, I'd wear the other one just to intimidate everyone that I'm coming up against. So that's why I really like the aspect that this mod has, where you can choose what type of armor you have depending on what type of character you are, and that's why it comes in at our number 3 spot, so I strongly recommend giving this one a try. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the New Game Shack. Now this is for players who have played through Skyrim tons of times, like myself. I've played through Skyrim, at least the beginning part, millions of times. I can't even remember how many times I've played through it. It's to the point where anytime that I want to start a new playthrough, I'll get bored by the time I'm done with like Bleak Falls Barrow, because I've just done it so many times. So if you're a person like that and you want to just skip all those quests right back to back to back, just so you can get a new character, get done with Bleak Falls Barrow, get done with all like the beginning main quests, then this is the mod for you. Right outside of Helgen, like I showed you on the map whenever I entered, there's this New Game Shack that comes with a bunch of starter loot and a bunch of doors. These doors lead you to High Hrothgar, leads you to the area in Riverwood where you have to go and meet up with the person you chose at the beginning of the game. And then there's another one to the Bleak Falls Sanctum, which takes you straight to where the stone is that you have to get for Whiterun. And then there's another one that takes you straight to the Jarl of Whiterun. So, I mean, you don't really have to travel many places right whenever you get outside of Helgen, and you could just come straight here, and you can finish all those quests right whenever you leave Helgen. So I think it's really cool that they implemented something for players who have just played through the game so many different times, and it even gives you starter loot at the beginning. So what more could you ask for? So that's why it comes in at our number 2 spot, so I'd recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have Journey to Drakos, Episode 2. Now, the mod page reads, your Uncle Jack has left you his house after he's gone to continue his research into the aliens and Drakos. Your uncle was a strange fellow, and quite frankly, you can't remember what he looks like. This is a player home house mod that can be found just outside Pelagius' farm near Whiterun. You'll access the house straight off the bat, so no quests or trying to find the front door key. Inside the house, you'll find all the usual commodities such as an enchanting table, alchemy lab, armory, etc. But you'll also find Uncle Jack's collections of Asgardian relics and his spell, Embasard. Outside, you'll have all the tools needed for your smithing needs. There's a forge, there's an armor table, and so on. And then, if you travel down to the basement, there's a big room with a bunch of portals in it. All these portals take you to different major cities in Skyrim. Say you wanted to travel to Windhelm, you just go straight to Windhelm from this house. Say you wanted to go to Riften, you can go straight there. You know, there's a bunch of different portals at the bottom, I'll show you that. And the house itself is really nice. I'm going to be giving you guys the full tour, so let's begin. So as you can see, it's obvious that a lot of work was put into this house, and it's a very different house mod. And like I said with the portal room, I think that's a great idea. I think that should be implemented into a lot of house mods in the future. And that is definitely why it comes in at our number 1 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the Top 5 Skyrim Mods of the Week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It helps me out a lot. And if you have any mods that you'd like me to cover in future Top 5 Mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions through there as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later.